Hey, hello, Jacob here, Firebrand, Astrology, Tarot and Healing. It's been a long time since I've done any videos or anything on astrology or whatever, but there's a lot been happening, hasn't there? So, you would have seen, no doubt, a lot of posts or blogs or whatever about the age of Aquarius, and many astrologists and healers and spiritual people talking about it being the age of Aquarius, and that it's all just going to miraculously happen because Saturn and Jupiter were conjunct at 0 degrees of Aquarius on the 21st of December, which happened to be the solstice as well. And when you looked in the sky, they were so close together, they looked like one big star. And because it happened around Christmas time, which we know the Christians stole Christmas from the pagans, because it's very close to the 21st of December, isn't it? The 25th of December. So a lot of talk was around that as well. So, okay. This is going to be controversial, and this will piss people off, but I don't give a shit, because I'm just sick and tired of the bullshit. Basically, you know, a lot of people who were saying that we are in the age of Aquarius and it is the age of Aquarius and stuff like that were privileged, white, heterosexual, cisgendered people who were viewing the world from the comfort of their own privilege and not seeing the world through the eyes of a majority of people who aren't in such a privileged position. We are heading towards the age of Aquarius. Okay, so Jupiter and Saturn went into Aquarius pretty much one after the other, 2 days apart. Now, Jupiter is all about expansion and positivity, and, you know, Jupiter's the life and the soul of the party. He bestows you with gifts and loads of stuff, and you don't need to do fuck all to get it. He just gives it to you because, you know, he's kind and benevolent like that. I call him the gay uncle of the zodiac, you know. Saturn is the opposite. Saturn makes you work hard. Saturn is the abusive father. Saturn, and I don't care what people say, because people say you get rewarded with Saturn. I've never been rewarded with Saturn, and I've worked really, 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 really hard. Very hard. Saturn conjuncts my sun in my birth chart, and Saturn is a voice that tells me to kill myself and that I'm not worthy and that I'm worthless. You know, so that is the Saturn energy. It's about hard work, commitment. And the thing is with Saturn, it doesn't ask you to commit to something you want to do. He wants you to commit to something you don't want to do, but need to do for your growth or your expansion or your development or whatever. Okay, so because these two planets are in Aquarius, everybody is saying it is the age of Aquarius. It's not. We've got a while yet, and it won't be until at least 2024, and I should tell you why. Okay, we still have Pluto in Capricorn. Now, I predicted this in a couple of posts on Facebook, but when the protesters or the revolutionaries or whoever it is you want to call them stormed the Capitol building and tried to enact a coup, these were the far right extremists in America, okay? And Pluto was square in Mars. Pluto was in a square to Mars, and Jupiter and Saturn were square in Uranus in Taurus, okay? So there are a lot of squares taking place. But Pluto still is in Capricorn. Pluto has 3 years in Capricorn. Pluto will temporarily go into Aquarius between the 23rd of March 2023 and the 11th of June 2023. Again on the 21st of January 2024 until the 2nd of September 2024. And then permanently from the 19th of November 2024, Pluto will be in Aquarius. Before that, he will be in Capricorn. And that's another 3 years. Okay, so Pluto will be uncovering a lot more in Capricorn. Okay, breaking down the things that Capricorn rules, which is government, structure, the economy, organized religion, all of that. Now, in America, the far right is backed by the kind of evangelical Christians and the Christian right, so this is all stuff that Capricorn is about, and Pluto is trying to destroy and bring down and rebuild for us to be able to be in the age of Aquarius. Now, had those people storming the Capitol building being brown or black, we know what would have happened. They would have been shot straight away, and there would have been a very, very high death toll. Now, there's that. There's LGBT equality across the world. There's LGBT equality in America. There's huge disparities of income inequality in the world. There are people starving. There are people who are homeless. There are people who do not have access to health care. Okay, so this is what I meant when I said people who were saying we are on the age of Aquarius were saying so from their privileged position, who are predominantly white, heterosexual, cisgendered, okay? So I'm not blaming them or shaming them or judging them in any way, okay? This is facts, all right? So majority of people aren't in that position, so they really do not see us being in the age of Aquarius. So the age of Aquarius is all about humanitarianism, egalitarianism, equality, harmony, peace, people not being preoccupied with being rich and the economy and having loads of money in the bank and the latest gadgets and all of that. It's about concern for the planet, concern for humanity, for the environment, wanting the world to be a better place. In some respects, the positive side of the New Age spiritual movement would be more Aquarian, whereas the church and religion would be more Pisces. Us moving from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. And that brings us back to what I said about Capricorn. Capricorn rules organized religion. That's the religious structures of Christianity and Catholicism and Islam and all of that. That's Capricorn, even though it's Pisces in orientation, if that makes sense, okay? These structures, okay? Now it's the organized structures of a religion that are holding on to the old ways. Now the age of Aquarius wants them to move into the new ways, which is being more aligned with humanitarianism. In some respects, the stuff that Jesus did in terms of turfing the moneylenders out of the temple, the feeding of the 5,000, the healing of people, the helping the beggars and the lepers and the thieves and all of that. That's very Aquarian in nature, him doing that. Humanitarian acts. So, 9 minutes, or I've gone on for a bit. We are not yet in the age of Aquarius. We're moving in that. Now, Saturn is asking people to commit to that, okay? So commit to what might be the hard work of stepping outside of your privilege to help other people and for you to look at what your role is in bringing about the age of Aquarius. So what are you going to do to make the world a better place? What are you going to do? Are you going to join a group, a local group that's helping people who are homeless or something? Or are you going to, join a national group, a gay straight alliance, for example? Or, are you going to, get involved in the Black Lives Matter movement? Are you going to get involved in, on an international scale, go and work abroad or help a country, a poor country in some way, for a year or something? That is what Saturn is asking you to do. That's the work and the commitment to bring about something that might be hard for you to do, if that makes sense, And Jupiter is only going to be in Aquarius for 10 months, for 2 months. He's moving into Pisces. So from 13th of May until the 28th of July, Jupiter's temporarily moving into Pisces. Then he's going to be retrograde in Aquarius for 7 weeks and eventually move out of Aquarius on the 29th of December. So actually, Jupiter's only really going to feel the full effects of Aquarius for 8 months. So you need to really captivate and capitalize on those 8 months that Jupiter is in Aquarius. Now, Jupiter's going to be in Capricorn until the 7th of March 2023. And once he's out in Aquarius, Jupiter's going to be in Aquarius until the 7th of March 2023. And he's out then for another 28 years. But the age of Aquarius will properly start to happen from the 23rd of March 2023, when Pluto first goes into Aquarius, but he's going to be in and out 3 times until he goes in properly on the 19th of November 2024. So look at what you can do to bring about the age of Aquarius, and you've got to commit to that. Thank you.